Hello and welcome to Ta-da, it's done. I'm Evie Burke. I'm the founder and productivity strategist at One Insight Closer, where I help women business owners who work for themselves and by themselves discover the insights that take their productivity to a new level so they don't have to lay awake at night thinking about all of the things that didn't get done today. Instead, they know they have a plan for it all. My question for you today is, have you ever set a big goal for yourself and then you run out of time to get everything done for it and for everything else that's going on in your life over and over and over again? I think we've all probably experienced this at some point in our lives, and it's frustrating. And you might blame yourself, you might call yourself lazy, you might wonder, why can't I just get the things done that I want to get done in a timely manner? And then on the flip side, you might have this happen, where you don't set that big goal because you have been burned one too many times by not having enough time to get all the things done for the big goal that you set yourself for up with before, right? Don't want to experience that again. So there's a couple of things that you can do. There's many things you can do to prevent these scenarios, but one of the things you can do is to be clear on the daily, weekly, and monthly tasks that you do in your business. Because when you know that, it'll help you um, know how much time you have to dedicate to those bigger goals, and it can help you decide which tasks you want to delegate, right? Because when you have a clear understanding of all of the things that are going on in your business, it can help you manage your time better. But the best thing you can do that will help you make sure you know all of the things that are happening in your business is to set up containers for all of your tasks. And this means you have a place to organize all the goals, projects, and tasks that you have going on in your business. All the things that you do in your business are in one spot. And whether it's on paper or digital, it doesn't matter. It's just figuring out what that is, what that container is that works for you. And when you have that container, you are clear about what needs to happen when and what you have time for. So no more sitting down at the beginning of the week going, okay, so let me think about all the things I need to get done. It's looking at your container and saying, okay, based on my goals, based on the things that I know need to happen, what do I need to work on this week? And from that, what do I want to work on? What do I need to work on and today? And it's just a way to make decisions once instead of making the same decisions over and over and over again because you haven't really put them in a spot where they're contained. So I was working with somebody on this for a little bit last year, and we were going through what her week looked like and all of the things that she had going on. And we were writing down what needed to happen. And she had this realization that unless something came off of her plate, this class that she had planned on offering, she just couldn't offer. She needed to shift things around if she wanted to offer that because there just wasn't enough time in the day. And instead of this feeling like a huge problem, it was like a weight had been lifted. Because suddenly she knew why she was feeling so pressed for time. It was because there were a lot of things happening. There were a lot of things happening in her business. And she decided instead of shifting things so she could offer this class, instead she was going to focus on the things she was already doing in her business and um, working with current offers and promoting those current offers to people instead of adding this extra thing to her plate. Just focus on the things that were already going on. And it just felt like a huge weight was lifted from her shoulders. And it meant that she didn't feel like she had to be giving up personal time to move her business forward. Instead, she got to keep her personal time, which is so important for us in our whole body, health, right? She got to keep that personal time and still focus on things on her business, and the things that were going on already in her business didn't get kind of dropped by the wayside as she was trying to work on this other thing. She instead was able to really focus on what her priorities were, those things done. So I know everybody's situation is different, so let me know if you want to chat about your situation. But again, the most important thing you can do to achieve goals this year is make sure you have that container where you know what needs to be done. You have all of the plans laid out. And again, if you want some help with that, until next week, much love.